there, with your experience, would you like to give any message?
Only one message to everybody is have consistency. Do not give up. Okay, the moment you have difficulty, people will think, no, it's not possible. Now let me drop it because it's very, very difficult. So that is the right start.
So in your view, what is family engagement and how it is essential for a child's development?
See, this is where India was very significant in the entire world, where the family bonding, the relationships and how we shared the relationship was very important.
Have you ever wondered what truly makes a school exceptional? Is it the faculty, the curriculum or infrastructure? Or is it something deeper? A vision, a belief, a heartbeat that resonates for every child who walks in through its doors. Hello and welcome to the Titans Table, a space where we sit down with extraordinary educators who are quietly and sometimes boldly transforming the world of learning. Presented by My School Admission, powered by Education Today, digital partner the ENN. I'm your host Pallavi Kulkarni, and today's conversation is truly special. Imagine a school where innovation meets tradition, where students don't just learn about the world, they connect with it. Under the visionary leadership of Miss Suseela Santosh, the Vishwa Vidyapeeth group of school is celebrated for its holistic approach to education and unwavering commitment to personalized attention. By participating in Microsoft's annual Skype-a-thon, she opened Global Classroom to her students, while initiatives like Mother on Duty and Parent Engagement workshops kept the school deeply rooted in Indian values. She has been honored as a distinguished contributor in education and among the top 50 effective leaders in India. Her journey is defined not just by accolades but by lasting impact. So today, let's pull up a chair of Titans Table and listen to the story behind the vision. Stay with us. Hello ma'am, welcome to the Titans Table.
Namaste.
Namaste ma'am, we are honored to have you. So my first very question for you is that you are deeply focused and your contribution is incredible to education. So what keeps you energized and focused on every single day?
See, first and foremost, any person in life should have a common goal and you should have the objectives, how you are going to reach the goal. The only goal what we have for Vishwa Vidyapeeth is creating global citizens who are prepared for life and who are ready to face any challenges in life. So when you have this goal very clear in front of you, as you know, the world is evolving, education is evolving, lifestyles are evolving. We cannot have somebody who are stagnated, who are saturated. So when you know that it is not possible, then you keep yourself active and you be prepared so that you are ready to teach children what is needed for their life.
Speaking about little about your career goals and your choices, was education always your choice to be in the profession or you aspired to be something else before getting into education?
See, to be very honest, I have diversified.
Okay.
I was born for the parents who were teachers. Both my parents were teachers and they retired as teachers in a joint family, brought up in a small town. The life was very, very colorful. Even because it was not the money, it was not the status, it was the relationship and bonding what we had. I have pursued my career in nursing. I was working in nursing colleges. Then we had to diversify when we started our school. So this is something which I have come out of my profession, which is being a nurse and being a nurse educator also.
That's wonderful, ma'am. I think both the nursing profession and education, they are to serve the society and you have been doing it incredibly.
Correct.
So I'm sure you have had a lot of challenges in this education journey, and there are a moment of professional fatigue as well. So how do you face them?
See, something in life what we all have to realize is when you're on a right path, there'll be challenges. There'll be a lot of hiccups which you get that shows that you're in a right direction. When we started a journey into the education industry in 2012, we commenced our journey into education with 4 students. And it was very hard, very difficult without having a brand to build a brand also. And we had got extensive support from other educational institutions who extended lot of support in grooming us, in guiding us what is to be done. We understood there will be competition in any industry, but having ethical competition, hand-holding each other, because each one of us are unique, right? As you have a wide spread of food when you go for a menu, each one will have their choices. Education is something like that because it's a societal commitment also. So when we started, there were difficulties, but then again, I would proudly tell that many people hand-holded us to lead us to wherever we are today.
So you started your brand, the school from scratch,
Yes.
from 4 students, just now you mentioned. So is there, with your experience, would you like to give any message out to young educators who want to start a new trend in education, come up with new concepts in education? So one message to all of them?
Only one message to everybody is have consistency. Do not give up. Okay, the moment you have difficulty, people will think, no, it's not possible. Now let me drop it because it's very, very difficult. So that is the right start. When you find things difficult, that is when you can understand your inborn abilities, your strengths, what can be roped in together, and then you can start your journey also. So you should have a goal very clear. You should be consistent. You should have hard working initially, which later can become a smart work also. But then do not give up.
So the consistency has made
Yes.
you, has brought you to the place that you
Yes.
are now.
Yeah.
So when you look back as a young girl, how do you define success that once you envisioned as a young girl who entered the service industry? How was it for you?
See, success cannot be defined only by the end goal what we reach. It's a journey what you have to enjoy.
Definitely.
Right? Every part of the journey you should live in it.
Yes.
So I always advise people live in the present. The reason being, one day you would have dreamt about where you are today. When you reach here, you will again think about something else and you will forget to enjoy the present moment. So if you start enjoying every minute, every day, and face the challenges with happiness and a smile, almost all the hormones will support you. And there's also a saying that when your intuition and your vision is strong, even the nature will help you. So you will get right people at the right time, you will get the right situation at the right time, and every time will become a good time also. So we have to be happy, we have to live in the present, we have to do our best. We should never tell I'll try to do my best, but we should deliver the best. Then we are all already there, right?
Yeah, great. So, with all the passionate projects that you have been doing, the highlight of all your projects is Mother on Duty, and also the parental involvement projects that you have made. And today's parental concepts are changing. The children's mindsets are changing with all the new generations coming up. So, in your view, what is family engagement and how it is essential for a child's development?
See, this is where India was very significant in the entire world, where the family bonding, the relationships, and how we shared the relationship was very important. Earlier days, if you see, there was joint family system, where a child was groomed not only by the parents, but by the first circle of relatives, be it for the grandparents, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, and cousins also. But today, with the nuclear family system, where the lifestyle of both parents is so difficult, because in this world, if you have to earn, you have to give long hours. So unfortunately, parents also are struggling hard to bring up children with very good facilities, very good comforts and luxury. In this process, there's somewhere we are missing out to give proper attention to our children. We as parents always dream about the welfare of our kids and we struggle a lot. But are we giving time for them? Are we really looking into what the children are doing? Are we supporting them at the right time is something what I feel we have to go into little more details. And secondly, parents should remain parents. They tell, parents should be like a friend. Yes, but when? Only after they finish certain age, because children need lot of guidance and support. They don't know what is right, what is wrong. With the present distractions what they have, they try to take the easiest way. But parents play a significant role along with the educator in the school, where we share equal responsibility. Most of the productive time of children is in the schools, where the educator should be like a mother, should be like a parent to the child, understand the children, teach them. Then share the actual facts about the children with the parents. So where both of us work together for the child. Never we should have the blame game of telling like school did not do something or the parent did not do something. We have to share responsibilities where we can groom children to be in a better way.
So it is definitely a collaborative approach
Absolutely.
to raise a child.
Yes. As I mentioned, since we do not have a joint family today,
Yes.
the school should take up the responsibility as a family where the child feels comfortable with the teachers who are there. But strictness and understanding the difficulties is very important.
Ma'am, now parents are also coming up with a lot of mental health issues because now it's a millennial parenting generation. So they also come up, they are openly speaking about their childhood traumas and their childhood baggage that they've had in the family, and now they are raising the children who are Gen Alpha, who are coming up. And how do you see the parenting, how do you see the mental health of the parents now when they come to school for admissions or your parents teachers meeting?
See, one thing what I would feel is parents should leave it to the process. You cannot prefix everything like this should happen at this time. It's next to impossible. As I mentioned, everything is evolving. Children are growing. Children come up with lot of challenges which they see in their life. As we all have read the definition of WHO, I tell in most of my talks that health is the complete physical, mental, spiritual, social and emotional well-being. So if anybody has a mental challenge, mental doesn't mean a psychiatric problem. It will be a psychological state where the child is not able to maintain emotions, not able to face the challenges. We should openly discuss and extend support at that time. There's nothing wrong. Okay, some children who are brought up in a situation may not know how to manage emotions. That child will be more aggressive. But in a school environment where 30 children are there, that will disturb the entire classroom setting.
Yes.
In such cases, when the teachers raise a red flag, parents should be receptive to understand, okay, my child needs support at this point of time, and extend support. Always speaking about the mental health is not something which we should feel that there is something negative in that. Like when I have a pain, I go to a doctor and try to sort it out, the physical pain. Similarly, if I have a mental pain, if I'm unable to sleep, if I'm unable to be happy, if I'm unable to manage my emotions, it's better to seek support at an early stage instead of allowing it to crop up and become very big also.
Yeah.
Same way with parents. If they are undergoing any kind of trauma, there are schools who listen. There are counselors who are there. Just approach, seek support and overcome the problem. Do not stagnate the problem. As we know, the old problems, they become very strong. You
Yes.
cannot cure them later. So identifying the problem at an early stage, finding a solution to overcome is very, very important. I think we should be open for that also.
So have you ever conducted any orientation programs for parents to guide them for a better parenting where children are not affected in a school system or when they are with children in their peer groups? There are no effects on the children.
See, first and foremost is parenting cannot be theoretical. It's a skill.
Yeah.
It's an art to be a parent. We used to conduct the parent engagement program. We used to conduct sessions where the psychiatrists and psychologists used to come on campus. They used to brief the parents about how to say no at a very early stage of a child's life, how to ensure the teenagers are handled in a different way. I'm using the word handled, which normally we don't use for children, but I'm talking about the actions of the children, how it can be handled, but how you can take care of children also. At the same time, how to make the children overcome their problem. These sessions we have been conducting, but unfortunately with the busy schedule of parents, the response was very negligible. Again, we are reviving all that where we want parents to come and listen to the experts. Today, Google has given a lot of forums, but which is the right forum, which is not the right forum, how to filter, we are missing out on that.
Yes.
When there is surplus knowledge which is available, filtering that and using the right one is a big challenge. Yes. So I feel instead of just reading what is given on the Google or the internet, go to somebody who are really experienced, talk to them, understand, and then start a skill. See, my parenting style may not be suitable for you.
Yes.
Because your family background, your personality might be different. So adopt techniques which are apt for you. There is no blanket rule.
Yes.
But only one blanket rule what I can tell is parent should remain as a parent. You should say no when the child is wrong. Do not hesitate. Do not be scared of your children. Many parents sometimes tell, I am scared, what will happen to my child. Nothing will happen. Be positive. Guide them. If not today, tomorrow they will realize my parent had taken right decision at the right time, because of which I am like this today.
I think we all resonate with that concept, we
Yeah.
all think that, oh, that day my mom, she bet me on this
Yes.
matter and today I've learned it.
Yes.
Our generation, we all have raised with that concept.
See, that's all it is. No parent is a bad parent.
Yes.
Every parent wants their child to be the best.
Yes.
But in that process, over pampering children, allowing them to get spoiled is not right.
Definitely.
Have conditions. Ensure that you draw boundary for them. In that boundary, let them have freedom. Freedom to speak, freedom to behave, freedom to act. It's all accepted. But they should not go out of the boundary. Only then the future of the child will be bright. Because you have something today in surplus, do not give too much to the children where they don't know what is that next they have to get. Right?
This is wonderful, ma'am.
Yeah.
So, you having been contributed to the society consistently with the lens of education, so how do you define the term service within the realm of schooling?
It's a societal commitment. As I said, running an institution is a societal commitment. As we all know, today's children are tomorrow's citizens.
Yes.
The future of our country depends on what we do in our schools today. How we are going to lay the foundation for the future citizen is in the hands of the institutions only. We cannot compromise with the basic functions or basic responsibilities of an institution. Number one, teaching them what is right and what is wrong. Teaching them how to behave in a society. Teaching them what are the duties they have to fulfill for the country. Along with that, teaching them the rights. If I only speak about the right, if I don't tell about a duty, it is wrong. I should have both.
Yes.
What did the society do for me? Accept it. But what did I do for the society? Both ways. Secondly, until and unless you show children this is right, this is wrong, they will not be able to differentiate.
Definitely.
So today we cannot speak theories.
Yes.
We should act. Children would love to see what we are doing and then follow us. You do something wrong, you keep on lecturing of what is right, no child is ready to sit and listen. So we should always set an example by following what we are trying to preach. That is, practice before you preach. Then I feel, yes, as an education institution, I can fulfill the duties, I can fulfill my responsibility of preparing a self-dependent, self-directed, self-disciplined, productive citizen for this country.
Ma'am, in this journey of raising the child, today's children are once again, they are impulsive. They have instant validations through internets. Has it ever affected the school environment where there is a peer pressure, or you have come across any such incidents where you have to sit with a student and make them realize that validations and this too many haphazards happening around, it is not real.
Correct.
They need to, that delusional mind is way more hampering the child's growth now.
Correct.
So have you, especially with the current generation who are between class 7 to 10th, they are also in between whether
Correct.
we need to use social media a lot or is it restricting us. They have all these confusions. So how are you handling this adolescent group of children?
See, we are no exception. Everybody will have this, but the percentage is less. The reason being, we try to be very practical. We try to inform children what is right and what is wrong. Again, as I mentioned, the family background also, depends. If both parents are working, the child is alone at home, nobody to monitor.
Yes.
Or if the child is taken care only by the caretaker, who do not know what is happening with the child, there are challenges. Now, social media is something which is really not required for a child below 18 years. That's how even the government of India is now coming up that they should link their Aadhaar card before they open the social media account. But unfortunately, we as parents, most of the places, even 2 days back when I was traveling, I see parents in a restaurant or in the airports or anywhere giving their mobile to children, and children are watching reels, because of which their ability in memorizing, their ability in mental health is disturbed a lot. So we as parents play a very significant role there, right? We cannot, as the child, you be engaged by yourself, use the mobile. Why? Now, because the reels are only for 30 seconds.
Yes.
For every 30 seconds, they keep scrolling. That is where the attention deficit starts.
Yes.
Okay, this is linked to their behavior also. Now we call that ADHD children.
Yes.
Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. This is all initiated when you allow the children to be more instantaneous. They are forgetting to have patience. Anything, you should sit, you should relax, you should go. This system is gone today.
Yes.
Now for the simple example, when earlier they used to serve food, there was no system of taking the food in the hand, grabbing it to the sofas, eating there. There was a dining table or dining place where you sit on the floor, a plate is kept in front of you, one by one the mother or the father used to serve the food. So what happens when the child continuously looks at that, the enzymes in the body is secreted, the salivation starts, and the brain also focuses, okay, it's a time for me to have food, I should digest the food properly and energy should be generated. So there was a process. Now today where is that? No.
No, never.
Similarly, everything has an impact.
Yes.
You should have a perfect place to study, you should have a perfect place to sleep, you should have a perfect place to pray. That defined places will create that kind of mental stimulation where the child will act as per that situation. Now today on the sofa, you eat, you watch television, you study, you sleep. The brain is in confused state. Now which part I need to, what should I activate? That's not possible.
Definitely.
So mental health is over even the physical health also. Only when there is a healthy mind, there is a healthy body. So we should give lot of importance to our mind. We should not allow the mind to boss over us. You should always command the mind, keep the mind under control, where our thoughts should not be overtaken by our decisions what we take. You should keep your mind always in your control.
Definitely, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's an excellent answer that I got. So, my last question for the podcast is that looking back at your journey, you have had an enduring legacy. And for the future, what message would you like to leave behind for all the young students and the young educators?
See, the legacy what we are planning to have is that our students who are coming out of our institution should be able to lead our institution again. See, legacy is something which doesn't have an end.
Yes.
It keeps on generation to generation.
Yes.
We do not want to stop it at certain stage. We want to create students, the citizens who come back and lead our institution also. So we should have clear thoughts, we should have clear mind, we should have clear goals, that running an educational institution is a societal commitment. I cannot compromise with that. Whatever might be there, the first priority is I should practice what I preach. So if that is there, you are successful in your profession.
We are pleasure to have you, ma'am, and it was a great honor to listen to your insights and thoughts and unfold your journey on Titan's Table. Thank you so much for today.
Thank you for calling me, and thank you for having such an interaction. Thank you all so much.
With that, we conclude our podcast, The Titan's Table. The educator herself, Ms. Suseela Santosh, shared her insights. We unfolded her journey. We listened to her perspective on education and students' mental health. With that, we wind up today's Titan's Table. Thank you so much.